As someone who had to fix salaries for CEOs, I was always in a dilemma. And I now find a particular company which has announced huge emoluments to the founder CEO with no improvement to the ordinary worker. The difference in salary is almost 30,000 times that of the lowest paid worker and about 20,000 times the average. Now, isn't there an element of ethics to be observed by the boards of these companies, especially when the startup may or may not be very successful?
Yeah, you're right. Many of the startups, I don't think this was the culture 2-3 decades ago when Infosys like companies started, where every board member thought he's just a custodian of the company. And he also is one of the many privileged to lead the company. That was the difference. But in today's times, I think many of these startup entrepreneurs are fascinated by the lifestyle of the CEOs and CFOs of the Bay Area. And they are thinking that, of course, they have struggled through 10 or 8 years of their idea. They might have mortgaged everything, sold their wife's jewelry and everything. So the moment of funding comes, they get excited about leading that CEO life. You should look like a CEO, should wear, talk, move around like a CEO. And they end up paying themselves too much. What is the end result of it? They spoil themselves too early. They have not earned it. They have only borrowed this lifestyle because of some valuation which has come to them. But eventually, the employees see it. They see the disparity. There is anger. There is, though may not say it, but you can sense it that employees are not happy. You have lost the trust of your very employees. And for a startup company, the most important ingredient for success is the trust of your employees, because you're too early, too new. Not many people know you. When we started this organization, we are a social service organization, none of the board members are paid any money. Some reimbursement at a very minimal level. Everybody works selflessly, as if they work for food and shelter. But what it has done to the morale of the people below, they believe in us. They believe that these people are good, they are selfless. Now, unless the board ensures that the top management is not paid abnormally differently from what they should be paid. And the best example I would say is Infosys. Though Infosys started off as a small company, you know that. But eventually they shared the wealth with their employees. They never paid themselves too much. But the stock prices grew up, the employees were happy with it, and I know half of the Bangalore billionaires, in rupee terms at least, are Infosians. It's only because of this sharing concept. And this is the idea of top management's approach. I feel they should not be in a great hurry to pay themselves off too quickly. They will get paid, and they'll get paid well over a period of time. Patience is the name of the game. If you kill the golden goose too early, everybody will be destroyed. But this culture of instant gratification is what is destroying the good companies and good management also. So I would request all our budding entrepreneurs and startup companies, please have patience to have your cake. And you can't have your cake and eat it too. It is not possible. You have to have some patience in this game. We know your struggle. We know the difficulties that you go through to even bring up a startup, get a valuation or funding. But this is just the beginning of the journey and great responsibility. So please take your time. Learn from the great companies of the past, Tata's, Infosys. They have never paid themselves too much. I know about Mr. Ratan Tata is there, or for that matter, all the Infosys board members in the initial days, but they were paid off well because their stock prices went up. They shared their wealth with their employees, and they made so many people wealthy. That is the kind of companies that you should try to create.